Okay guys, so just now the earlier question I already mentioned to you, we maintain the shape and the distance, okay? So now moving forward, okay, all this will be the same, like you're just gonna draw. I'm just gonna pick y now for a difference, okay? So they say y equals to 2. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find y2, okay, y2 is somewhere here. I'm gonna draw the line using a ruler, okay? Remember, use ruler. No ruler, once this MCO finish, go and buy a ruler, okay? No means when the school starts, I'm gonna knock each of your heads, okay? Ruler is something that you need to have. So they say draw the line y equals to 2, so I draw y2 and I'm going to reflect this image at this mirror, okay? So I'm just going to label here. So guys, when you do in exam also do like this labeling, you know, okay? It's not a requirement, but when you do, you won't go wrong. You'll know what you're talking about, okay? So I'm going to reflect this triangle. I may not imagine this is my mirror, so I'm going to reflect. So when I reflect, you see there's no distance. Basically, this triangle is sticking very close with the mirror. So I'm just going to reflect it, and so it will look something like this, okay? Oh my god, okay? It must be the same, just because I use freehand, so it look a bit distorted, but the shape should be the same. So I reflect at y already. So I already do y and x for you. Now I'm just going to do for a different for you y axis, okay? So let me just rub this quickly, real quick. Oh my god, I do this over, okay? If you have a book, it will be good lah, okay? Translation is one easy one, you don't want to miss that, okay? So now for the last one, they say reflect at y-axis. So where is our y-axis? This is our y-axis, right? So they say I'm going to reflect this object at my y-axis. So basically this y-axis will be my mirror today lah. So I'm going to flip it, so it'll be look like this, okay? So there you go, okay? So you see distance is maintained and I reflect at the y-axis, okay? So guys, I'll just go through very quickly. Like I said, reflection actually just only make sure they reflect, they don't change the order. Remember just now we learned about translation. I'll just go real quick. Translation we move everywhere, okay, and we write in column vector. So do we write reflection in column vector? We can't write in column vector, okay? Normally translation only we write, because why? Translation involves movement. You still remember, right? Vector, what does vector mean? Okay, vector we talk about direction. This is the main word lah. Direction we have magnitude, remember size. So because vector go direction and translation is talking about movement, so direction is involved, that's why we use vector form. So I know some student will ask me, sir, reflection do we write in vector form? You can't write in vector form because there is no any what we call that movement involvement. We just going to reflect it. Oh, okay, like photostat machine, we just photostat it back, okay? So there is no vector form, we will just write usually this form and we will draw it back, okay? So what's the difference? You notice if we in reflection one, we only cover few things here, you know, okay? Horizontal, okay? I'm not going to finish it, okay? Because I'm not using the book on a level surface, okay? So we only cover between horizontal and vertical. You know this or not? We only cover x, y, x, y. We haven't covered when we reflect at a line, okay? So this is only the thing that is covered in the core, but of course the student is taking extended, so need to know, okay? It's a requirement, okay? So now we will directly go into reflection 2, okay? So in reflection 2, what is going to happen? You're going to learn when we reflect at y equals to something. So I will write here very quickly. Just now you learn when x equals to 1, you reflect. When y equals to -3, you reflect. Now what do we learn? When y equals to x, when y equals to 2x plus 3, okay? This one I put in box. This one we call an advanced, okay? You don't see this today in IG, okay? Those time back in somewhere around 2000, you'll see like this, okay? 2015 onwards, they changed. They will maximum play with you y equals to x or something like that. Nothing more than that, okay? So I'm just going to talk a bit detail about what is y equals to x actually talking about, okay? Oh yeah, we got a graph we can do. So y equals to x actually telling you that that when the x is 1, y is 1, okay? I'll just draw a table here quickly so that I can tell to you what this graph talk about, okay? So y and x. So my y1, because our equation y equals to x, so when my y1, my x is 1. When my y2, my x is 2. When my y3, my x is 3. When my y4, x is 4. y5, x is 5. So when you plot, it's actually passing through the origin. You see or not? Here 1, here 1, here 2, here 2, here 3, here 3, here 4, here 4. Then you can draw. That's it. So if you notice the difference between reflection 2 and reflection 1 is reflection 1 we consider much easier because we just talk about horizontal and vertical line. But in reflection 2, we're going to talk about this kind of line. So this kind of line usually students have hard time to understand. So what we will do, I usually ask students to, you know, fold the page. What? Actually, don't have to go to the extent. Like, just imagine lah, we invert this. Okay, so now I'm just gonna explain to you. When I invert this, okay, there's few ways. Like you see in your textbook, they teach you draw a line. Okay, when you draw a line, you can just follow the points actually. So I'm just gonna do that now. Okay, I'm just gonna put, okay, so you'll be asking me, so sir, when I draw this line, what angle do I draw at? Do I draw at 90 degree or? Oh dude, I'm gonna answer you simply. Can you tell me, you stand in front of mirror and your image look the other way around? I cannot, right? How you stand, that's how your image gonna look like. So it's gonna be 90 degree. If you look a bit small and bigger, oh my god, I tell you, you don't need that mirror, bro. That means you are facing a global pandemic of ghosts around with you. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw this one real quick. Okay, just give me a second. Just give me a second, guys. Remember, I'm drawing this line, okay, while I'm talking in this video. I'm drawing this line with a consideration of 90 degree. Okay, that's all. I must draw 90 degrees. So how do you maintain 90 degree? So I'm going to tell you, okay, so there I draw already. I'm actually maintain 90 degree. I put here and I draw, I put here and draw. So, like I say, in reflection, the most important thing that we're looking into is we must make sure the distance is same. So for this point is one box, so this is a new point. Okay, for this point is 1 2 box, so 1 2 box, new point. For this one, 1 2 half, 1 2 and half. Okay, so here, okay, so we can draw lah. You see, we draw already. So you see, there you go. That's how it looks like. Okay, it's more or less the same lah. I mean, nothing much so different. So if you use ruler and draw, you look the exact representation. But because I didn't draw based on the exact representation, okay, sorry, I didn't put this 90 degree. Okay, this point should be here. Okay, you see it's a bit off already. Okay, so it should be like this. Okay, so the point is, when you use ruler, it'll be much easier for you. Okay guys, maybe this is a bit messy. Okay, some of you might easily get confused. I'm gonna draw it back quickly again for you. So just bear with me. Okay, I know the one that will ask me question will definitely be Ventao. Okay, Ventao, just bear with me. Okay, if any of other class watching, I didn't forget you. Okay, so just bear with me. Okay, because I know my 11.15 student. Okay, so I draw the better one now. You see, you must make sure this rule is 90 degree with your rule, your mirror. Otherwise, you're gonna get wrong thing like just now I get. So now we're gonna mention, you just project all, make sure it's 90 degree. Okay, project all the points in your object. So once you project, you're gonna ask me how long do I project? Just project as long your graph have. Okay, then we determine the point. So now already project, I'm gonna determine the point. I have 1 2 here, so 1 2, this is the point. Then I have 1 here, 1 here, this is the point. I have 1 2 and half, so 1 2 and half, so it should be here. Okay, then actually it's half 1 2, because earlier we look here 1 2 half, so here is half 1 2. Okay, so you drawing this line, it will look the same now. Okay, so there you go. That's how this reflections works lah. So that's for y equals to x. Okay, so I will just pick one example from your exercise here. Okay, so they got mentioned few here. She got this thing we're not going to cover because we already did earlier. So I'm just going to cover this y equals to x and y equals to negative x. So let me just draw quickly y equals to x. We already learned y equals to x means it's just pass through the origin. I'm just going to put the ruler here to show you. It's just going to go 1 1 2 2 3 3. Okay, just give me a second. I'll sketch this and come back to you a very quick. Okay guys, just bear with me. Okay, so there you go. I already draw the line here. Okay, so now they ask you to reflect at, please label your line now, y equals to x, this is reflect. So like I said, we project this point. Again, I say project as long as you want. When you do projection, what you must make sure, guys, okay, you can talk in the video, what you must make sure, it's a 90 degree. Okay, if it's not a 90 degree, then you're gonna be in a trouble. Okay, so project all the point as long as you want. Okay, later only we cut it the point. So I'll show very close to you. Okay, you see, I just project, I make sure it's 90 degree. I'm going to prove to you it's all 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree. Okay, so we're going to measure the point here. So here one box, so the new point here. Here one box, so new point here. Here one box, new point here. And then here is 1 2 box, so a 1 2 box. Okay, so new point will be 1 2 box. Okay, so here. So that's how your oh my god, okay, how reflection will look like. Okay, so see, I reflect a y equals x. You know this or not? Okay, we just count the box. I'm gonna count for you very quickly. One box, so one box, one box, so one box, one box, one box, so 1 2 box, 1 2 box, then you just join all the points, then you get the graph ready lah. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go through with you what is y equals to negative x. Okay, maybe I'll just draw a table for you so you can see what is going on when y equals to negative x. Okay, so I'll just pick maybe up to few points lah. So y1, y2, y3, y4, y5. So what happened here when my y is 1, x is negative 1, y is 2, y is 2, x is negative 2, y3, x negative 3, y4, negative 4, y5, x negative 5. Okay, so we're gonna actually draw this graph very quickly. Okay, the video might go a bit long, guys, but nevertheless, don't worry. Okay, so I'm gonna draw this. Okay, I'll just plot this out. So 1, negative 1. So y1 negative 1, y2 negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. So you notice another difference. Actually, just now it go this way. Now because I put negative, it go the other way around lah. Okay, so usually I don't expect student to just remember, but I rather advise you to plot lah. And those who fast learning, you can go ahead. So now they say reflect a triangle in this line, y equals to negative x. Okay, so you'll be wondering, sir, what is this? How do I reflect? Don't worry. So join all the way to down, then you'll see. Okay, so now this is the epic part. Some students ask me, sir, do I reflect like this or I reflect this? I already told you, bro, you need to make sure 90 degree to your reflection. Okay, is this going to be 90 degree? This is not going to be 90 degree because it's going in a certain plane. There's an angle here, so we only look directly. Okay, that's when it'll give you 90 degree. So I'm going to project my construction line. Okay, remember, construction line has to be in a dotted. Okay, so this is gonna be so easy. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna calculate this point. Okay, so 1, 2, so 1, 2, so this is 1 point here. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Then for here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there you go. Oh god. Okay, so it reflect already. Okay, you'll be asking, so why I don't see any reflection? I feel like a translation. Come on, bro. A triangle, however you flip at 90 degree, it will look the same. It won't change. Okay, so technically that's how you get this drawing lah. I didn't sketch the point properly because it's here. Okay, so if you sketch properly, it look the same. So this is how reflection works. Okay, so I'm just going to recap with you very quickly. Okay, so reflection, we got part 2. Okay, part 2, usually we don't talk about horizontal and the vertical line. We talk about equations, and usually in your exam, equations that will cover is y equals to x and y equals to negative x. They won't cover more than that lah. If they ever cover more than that, then what we do, we actually plot the graph lah. Okay, so I'll just go through quickly for you. Let's say I have y equals to 2x plus 3. Okay, oh my god, the video is not zooming in. Okay, wait. Okay, so let's say I have y equals to 2x plus 3. So you'll open a table. Okay, and then you will draw this table. What you do, you plot the point, then you draw the line, then you do the reflection. Okay, it's the same, you just have to open. Okay, so technically that is about reflection part 1 and part 2. Okay, so if you have any question, you can just refer to Miss Miresa note and ask me in Zoom, or you can WhatsApp me, you can buzz me in email. Okay, I do video because why, when we go through textbook, it's much easier. Okay guys, okay, thank you.